Hello and welcome to the Queen City Robotics Alliance Open House. Today we will learn more about our teams and the robotics program we use to introduce STEM to the youth in a hands-on way. You'll hear directly from the students how robotics competition has impacted their lives. Additionally, we will talk about how members of the community can get involved in Queen City Robotics Alliance through mentorship and volunteering. Kaiwen, take it away.
Hello, my name is Kaiwen Cheng. I'm the president of Queen City Robotics Alliance, and I have been the first volunteer since 2013. And this program has been very wonderful for me and my family. So I'd like to share with you about what is FIRST and let you understand and share with you about our students, their impact, and how the things work out for them. Let's go take a look a little bit about the first story. Okay.
FIRST Robotics Competition is the world's landmark robotics competition for students.
In school, you read about stuff, but in FIRST as a whole, you actually go and do it.
In the beginning of January, the challenge comes out every year. Under strict rules and limited time and resources, you have to design, build, program, and test a robot.
There's no blueprint. We get a few rules and guidelines to follow, and then it's up to those students to find something that works.
There's nothing better than just seeing your robot on the field playing for the first time. They're all there like, is it gonna work? Is it gonna work? And then it works, it's the best feeling ever.
You have mentors that are actually in the field that can tell you, oh, this is why this works, and this is the science behind it. And you're like, oh wow, that makes so much sense.
They do a great job, not just about STEM, but about life, how to go through college, how to go through, a tough, physics class.
At face value, FIRST Robotics Competition is a robot competition, but at the end of the day, it's so much more than that.
People ask me like, oh, you build robots? I says, no, we're really running a business and all the things that go along with that.
We deal with a lot of marketing, social media.
I've learned business sides of things,
problem solving, working in groups.
I'm learning how to communicate with people, how to reach out to local businesses.
So we kind of have robotics as the starting point, but we branch out to different areas and expand.
So the ultimate goal every year is always to get to the first championship.
The first championship is basically like the Olympic for robots.
There's hundreds of teams from all over the world there, and you get to see some of the best teams that exist.
It's very competitive, but you're friends with the people that you're going against. It's like a sport, but in its own way, it's better than a sport.
Being part of FIRST, it's really changed my life and how I think about myself, how I think about others.
Participating in FIRST actually taught me that I'm capable of doing anything that I set my mind to.
FIRST has really inspired me to give back in my old elementary school. I'm trying to help their robotics program that just started this year. I want those kids to have the opportunity to learn about STEM.
As a participant in the FIRST program in high school, you get access to $80 million worth of scholarships.
There are scholarships for colleges, universities, as well as technical programs.
It also looks really good on the actual application to be on FIRST.
FIRST does a really great job trying to open programs to make sure that you could actually accomplish anything in STEM, no matter where you're from, your background, your language, or anything like that.
I really do consider myself part of the STEM community, and I couldn't be more prouder to say that.
FIRST Robotics Competition is one of 4 engaging FIRST programs that shows students unique challenges and helps them learn new engineering skills and real-world skills that'll help them in the future.
FIRST is the future.
FIRST is accomplishment.
FIRST is passion.
FIRST is inspiring.
FIRST is changing my story.
Okay, so welcome. What we are going to do today is, for this open house, we want to talk about what is Queen City Robotics Alliance, we as an organization. Then our students is going to talk about the first robotic competition, their experience, as well as the first tech challenge, another part of our team, our organization. We'd like to have as many people to join us as a volunteer, and as many families join us to participate in this event. We think this is a great program, has been proved very effective and for many, many years. So one of the things, in addition to the student actually benefit from the program, we also has a lot of volunteer. They are actually has a very good story they can share, they want to share with you. So we are going to hear some of the perspective from the volunteer standpoint. And after that, we will talk about here is what we are needing help, what is the opportunity, as well as some of the perspective, why company want to support us as a volunteer. That is what we are going to cover today. So what is QCRA? Here's our mission. Our mission is nurturing the future workforce by providing practical and hands-on STEM experience for local use. And our vision is all students in the greater Charlotte area are equipped and prepared for their future path. Our robotic program actually is trying to promote the STEM education as a whole. First, robotic just happened to be a tool that we choose to use as the way to introduce the STEM program and STEM skill to the students. There are 4 different programs that we have in the overall first program. We have a first Lego League focused on the kindergarten to 8th grade. We have a first Lego League and focus on grade 4 and 4th grade to 8th grade students. What we focus on is the top 2 tier of the program is really looking for first tech challenge. Is grade 7 to 12, and we usually refer them as a middle school team. We also has what we call FRC, first robotic competition, is grade 9 to 12. We usually refer them as a high school team. So that is the 2 group that we focus on, the middle school FTC team and high school FRC team. So what is the first robotic competition in this area? We are going to refer to our student, Valerie, to talk about what is the first robotic program from their standpoint.
As FRC students, one of the reasons that the process is so fulfilling is because of the numerous opportunities to engage in community outreach. Increasing awareness about STEM while learning numerous life skills makes FRC appealing to us. Our interest in STEM can also be expressed through numerous leadership opportunities.
We also get the amazing opportunity to practice team building and build a friendship with the other students and peers on our team. Also, an important part of the STEM learning that we do is important technical skills that we can use in the industry as well as later education, and those really important life and soft skills.
For me, one of the most significant parts of FRC is the impact and influence of mentors and coaches. Not only does their technical expertise allow for a better understanding of robotic concepts, their experience in the field can help us with future planning as well. As a student, I have been able to acquire a lot of professional knowledge and several soft skills from my mentors in the team. Additionally, coaches do a great job of advancing FIRST values by promoting diversity and exploration in STEM.
Future planning with FRC includes a wide variety of options. One of their favorite things about FIRST is the various scholarship opportunities at all levels of FIRST, but especially FRC for students as they choose to pursue careers in education, as well as the technical expertise and certifications that we leave the program with before we ever even enter the industry. FRC has also helped countless students pick their major and decide what field of study they want to go into, as well as give them really important STEM and marketing skills that they can apply to all future endeavors in their life.
Great, wonderful. So thank you so much. And now we're going to hear a little bit from Valerie in her own words.
I never really considered teaching or leadership a strength of mine before I joined FIRST. I was pretty shy, kind of a follower before then. But when I joined FIRST Robotics and I discovered like outreach abilities and connecting with the team and the community, I slowly came into myself and I learned what I was passionate about, who I was passionate about teaching and connecting with. And I was able to take on leadership roles and try out all sorts of different stuff that made me realize that I'm capable of more than I thought as a woman in STEM. And I think that's a really empowering thing to feel.
Do you have any advice for people who were shy like you in the past? What the FIRST program might help to change that?
Just take the opportunity and explore everything that's there, because it's always more than just the robots. You'll find that you might enjoy marketing, digital design, web development, even if programming and coding and maybe even designing the robot isn't for you. There's all sorts of opportunities and really interesting people, and not just in First North Carolina, but all around the world who are part of the program. The alumni base is really amazing, and it's truly a program that transformed my life.
Wonderful. So Valerie was able to gain confidence and identify skill sets she didn't even really realize she had. My name is Camille Konofsky, and I'm a mentor, a volunteer, and a parent at QCRA. I'm here to let you know that this is the most fun you'll ever have while working hard. It's a camaraderie building, collaborative experience using a wide variety of skill sets, a shared journey that has an awesome destination. You're going to hear more from me later, but now I want to show you a little bit from one of our younger First Tech Challenge teams. Through this program, young people are discovering themselves and exploring what they like, maybe working for the first time in a team environment. In addition to time away from computer games, the FTC program provides exposure to different skills that will make these students successful in life: teamwork, communication, coordination, conflict resolution. Please welcome one of our FTC teams, the Taco Terminators, to talk about it.
Things I liked about robotics was I loved the building aspect, as it gave a great opportunity to learn on how to use certain tools, and it gave a big creative opportunity. I also loved the design aspect because it helped me understand my ideas and even more.
Hello, we are the Taco Terminators, and I'm here to talk about what I love about FIRST. And I love the importance of teamwork in FIRST and FTC. Only a team that can work together is able to really successfully create and learn about robotics. We also learned about gracious professionalism and sportsmanship, and these ideas really helped us work better as a team and collaborate with other teams to grow and learn together in robotics.
So what is FTC? FTC is a challenge in which students can design, build, and code their own robots to compete in a yearly challenge in alliance formats against other teams. What makes it so fun is that you're presented with a different challenge each year, and you get to figure out your own way to approach it. Different students will have different solutions to the problem, and you can integrate them together to find a really cool approach to the challenge. Anything within the rules goes, so there's a lot of creative room for designing and building your bot. Friendly bonds between all of the team members, as well as a shared interest to try new things and learn, and a love for robotics, of course, are all parts of what makes up a strong FTC team. Coaches and mentors are also very important members of an FTC team. Mentors are really important because coaches and occasionally student coaches do work together to lead the team, but the mentors and the parents are a main part of the support system. They are there to help students try out-of-the-box ideas and encourage them when the team gets into a funk. They are essentially the backbone of an FTC team.
During my time as a member of a FTC team at QCRA, I learned several skills such as designing, coding, speaking, and building. I was also able to get some hands-on activity like building the bot. FTC helps you build your knowledge while at the same time improving your STEM skills. We would not be able to do this without the help of our mentors.
We have many mentors throughout our past years of doing FTC. Our team's mentors helped us get through the season and stay organized. These mentors can include our sponsors and our parents. Some parents who helped us include Ms. Konofsky, who you guys heard talk. And she always kept us organized and on task and always gave us great ideas to build off of. And Ms. Ambika, who helped us with outreach and building connections with others. Our sponsors, Mr. Fias said, Cartha Pharmaceuticals and GNS Heating and Air, also served as very influential figures for us during this past season. When we were a rookie team, we mentored us as their sister team, and that was really helpful for us as we got to experience the part of FTC firsthand. Along with receiving help from our mentors, our team also began mentoring another team this past season. We helped mentor the Colwood Wildcats FTC team from Colwood Middle School, and we met with them every Monday and answered any questions they had. 2 or 3 teammates attended each meeting, and some days we would just prepare presentations for the meetings, but other days we would join the meeting and answer any questions they may have on the FTC structure. They decided not to compete this past season, but will most likely be competing this season. It's super fun mentoring this team as while they're learning more about FTC, we're also constantly learning and developing our communication skills and knowledge of robotics.
Great. Well, thank you, Taco Terminators, for sharing that experience with us. I just want to talk a little bit about, as a mentor, you can really make a difference in the community by helping these students realize their own potential. All of us have a skill to share. Like they were talking about, it wasn't just about turning screws, it was also about time management and communication skills. You don't need to be an engineer. We need everyone. Some of our mentors are high tech, and some are helping teach students more critical life skills, project management, presentation of the team, presentation of themselves, concepts, ideas. All the mentors are sharing in the fun, and it's a very meaningful experience that'll benefit both the mentors and the students for years to come. Now we're going to hear from one of our volunteers, Robbie.
Hey guys, so I'm Robbie Hoyler. I am the Director of Operations for Queen City Robotics, and I am also the lead mentor for Getty Robotics, one of the first robotics teams here. I am actually a product of this program. So I started doing First Robotics when I was 13 years old, and I've gotten every single job in my career I've ever had because of First Robotics. All of the skills that I learned along the way, how to talk to people, how to solve actual problems, how to communicate, how to work within a team, and how to perform under tight rules and strict deadlines, all very valuable things that I learned. And it put me so far ahead of my peers that when I finally did decide what I wanted to do, and I had no idea what I wanted to do as a kid, I was ahead of my peers. I went from a student who had no plans to really go to college or what I even wanted to do if I did go to college, because no one in my family had ever gone to college. It was just not the thing to do, to someone who was ahead of their field. And I graduated from UNCC with a mechanical engineering degree, and I was the first in my family to ever get a degree at all. It is all thanks to this program. I decided as a student even that this program is meaningful. If it can take someone like me who has no skills, doesn't know anything, and mold me into a professional that I am today, I can also help kids who are like me and in similar situations to me get to a choice in life where they know what they want to do. A lot of students today are in a public school system that simply does not prepare them for college. This program is extremely meaningful because it is one of the best things you can do before college. You can come here and try 20 careers and decide if you like what you see or not before you go to college, spend thousands of dollars, and then decide that you don't like that career or you don't like those things that you're doing. And I've seen students that were absolutely settled on what they wanted to do until you handed them some electrical shears or something similar. And then they were like, I actually like this. So the meaning and purpose behind working as a professional with these kids is I can help assist. I'm cultivating my future employees the way I look at it. The industry needs more inclusion. They need more folks who are interested in STEM and art and technology. This is one way that as an adult, I can give back to something that I'm passionate about, something that's helped me and has helped me become a successful adult. And so I do this for the students in the hopes that I can provide them the same guidance that somebody took the time to provide me when I was.
Okay, so we will move to next. Mark Rolliner is our next speaker. He is going to touch on the sponsorship and also our volunteer opportunity. Hey, Mark.
Hey, hi everybody. Yeah, Mark Rollinger. I'm with Bosch Rexroth here in Charlotte, part of the big Bosch organization, German company, and I'm a technical development, strategic technical development program manager here at Bosch Rexroth. And so I want to talk to you about is the sponsorship, the people, the companies that are already involved with First Robotics. So if you go to the next slide, Kaiwen. So just a summary, so that everything you've just heard and more is really what this is all about. I mean, all the things you just heard, from the video to the FRC, the FTC, the talks from the volunteer, from Robbie. I mean, we really have something here that's special in that it's not just about the robots, okay? And it also addresses the issue that we have with the STEM skills gap. And as part of a big manufacturing organization, we for sure see that and feel that. The other thing is to understand is that it's really structured like a business. So teams are organized with departments, and you have the managers of your departments, and it's a competition even to be a manager, just like a real workplace would be like. And then what they really end up doing is they build a product their robot that needs now to go compete against the competition. So again, it very much replicates what real business organization is set up like and has to deal with. So Bosch recognizes this along with some other major corporate sponsors. If you can go to the next slide, Kaiwen. So you can see some of these major sponsors, some very, very big names. This is at the national level. So you can see that FIRST is a very recognized and respected organization, not only in the US, but also it's grown globally and it continues to grow. From Bosch's perspective, I mean, we look at it as the best workplace learning experience a student can get at this point in their life. Even if they have a job, this still is even a better experience because like Robbie said, you have opportunities to try out 20 different career potentials being part of the FIRST Robotics team. So it definitely creates the awareness and exposes all the opportunities that a student could possibly get and lets them try that and see if it's something they like. So they might come in thinking they're the design engineer for the robot and discover they're really better at marketing and really like that better and then end up making a career out of that, which otherwise they would have never known that. The other thing it does is, it was mentioned before too, is just the other skills that they learn, the soft skills, the collaboration, the problem solving, project management, how to work well within a team. They get this, and again, it's a competition within the team to perform. There's high expectations, there's accountability, responsibility, all that is part of it also. So again, Bosch recognizes that. Bosch is very focused on STEM education and makes this the major part of what they do, both sponsoring teams and also providing mentors and volunteers for those teams. So then at the local level here, Bosch Rexroth here in Charlotte, we, of course, we're also supporting it at the corporate, but also at the FIRST North Carolina level. And then also we were founder and major corporate sponsor for another team at Olympic High School. And then also we support then the K through 8 feeder robotic systems for Olympic High School, and then also support then Queen City Robotics Alliance from both a funding, but also mentoring. So I'm also chair on the board, vice chairman of the board of Queen City Robotics Alliance. Also just volunteering for special events, special needs. So we incentivize our associates at Bosch Rexroth to volunteer and mostly to mentor. Also, our corporate recognizes that also as a valuable way to give back to the society. Selfishly speaking, as a sponsor, as a business organization, I mean, it's a tough time to find the talent, the skills we need to help our organizations survive and grow. So that's the other thing. We look at FIRST as workforce development. And we look to find and hire people coming out of the FIRST Robotics program, either directly out of it for technical positions, not even requiring, further education, to, engineers and scientists to come and work for us. And if we see someone coming and applying and they've got FIRST Robotics experience on their resume, they go to the top of the list. And we know that they have already the basic skills and even further beyond that we need, and know that we're going to have a successful hire with someone coming out of the FIRST Robotics program. So that's a little bit of what we do here at Bosch Rexroth in Charlotte. The issue we're trying to deal with, though, is we need more people, more businesses to be involved. And for sure, from the community needs, it's the question about the economic mobility is a big topic. And then also we, talked about creating the awareness and opportunities for the students, and especially for the ones maybe less fortunate that maybe don't would normally have the opportunity to be part of a team. So we want to make sure we're addressing those. And it comes back to, the topic of the lost Einsteins, that there are other students that have probably what we need, but because they don't have the opportunity nor the awareness about this, that we're losing out on them, and then they're losing out. And then from a business needs, of course, we need a flourishing economy. So, and we need the workforce, but also you could take the twist on this to also realize that students coming out of this are also future customers. They're going to be an engineer somewhere. They're going to be a technician somewhere. They're going to be needing to purchase services and products. And if you can sponsor and get your name out in front of them right now, you already have that exposure with that customer base, the future customer base. But then the teams and the students also have needs. So they need a place to meet. And also we then need volunteers. The mentors for sure, either technical or project management or administration type mentors are needed. Just helpers to help with just organizing things on a day-to-day basis or an event-to-event basis. And then for sure the special skills. So we talk about marketing a lot, grant writing, planning events, and then just being a good promoter and advocate, the program of the events. And we definitely want to do more to spread the word. And then of course, then there's the issue too of making sure that the students can get to the team meetings and participate, or even just helping with transportation in different ways. And then of course the funding. So, at the FRC team level, it definitely is an expense to have a team for having space, buying the parts, going to the competitions, with the travel and hotels that are required for that. So it doesn't work without the business organizations also stepping up from a funding standpoint. But the statement, the quote on the bottom there, I think is very important. We're raising a generation of young people who go on to make our businesses healthier, our global economy stronger, and our societies more resilient. So there's this social responsibility, community service need that heavily goes along with what we're trying to do. So we've at QCRA, at Queen City Robotics Alliance, we've developed different partner levels. Again, a little bit can go a long ways. And of course, we also need to have those more alliances, strategic partners to really make this really sustainable and to allow us to really make some big steps in the growth that we want to do to spread this beyond and to further involve maybe the less fortunate type students that are out there. So that is just my story about sponsoring, what sponsoring is about and why, and the benefits that we can all gain from it. But also what it really comes down to at the basic level is just having volunteers. So the different opportunities that are out there to volunteer, be just a management volunteer to help with the different management type aspects of the program, for writing grants and planning events, and just simple things like even newsletters, getting the word out of what's going on and successes, and then for sure fundraising. And then, there's also just the things that go along with running the team, the organization of the team, the training, the safety, digital marketing, for example. And then if even beyond that, you want to be even fully involved in setting the strategic direction and those types of things, for sure, we're always looking for additional board members to help with the leadership and then also with the networking and fundraising. If you want to get hands-on, for sure, then you can volunteer with the teams directly, especially as a mentor. So again, a mentor doesn't necessarily need to be someone who's very technical. It could be more someone just helping with more of the management of the operations of the team, the administration aspects of the team, help with the project management of the team. So there's a little bit more commitment expected there with being present for the team needs. And you can see typically it's twice a week for about 4 hours. So for sure, a mentor has a higher commitment level than just a volunteer. But you get to now be really part of it, and there's a good ownership. And like Robbie was saying, I mean, there's a lot of self-fulfillment and satisfaction that comes along with being that extra involved as a mentor. Or if that's still too much, or you just want to be a volunteer and just a helper with certain, just providing skills, coaching's different things. For example, the program, Java programming, or just helping a mentor when you can. I mean, any little bit can help us, and any little bit will still give you the satisfaction of really helping grow into their careers. And again, the commitment then would be just, we can work out anything that fits your schedule, for sure. We could be very accommodating with the commitment from just a volunteer and a helper. So if this is something that interests you and you would like to learn now, to learn some more, of course, the first thing is just to contact us. We very much rely on Share Charlotte for a way to get in touch with us. So you can see the website there to go there and sign up, and then we will then contact you back. Or you can simply just contact Kaiwen or anybody, go to our website and let us know, send us an email or let us know from that standpoint.
I hope you learned a lot about FIRST, QCRA, and volunteer opportunities to help the organization and students. If you have questions, feel free to reach out to QCRA on our website or via email. We hope to hear from you soon.